Okay, Gene, here's your second video session. Let's just run it through and see what it looks like slow motion. You know, at glance it looks pretty good, huh? I mean, it definitely is on plane. I mean, that's the strength of your game. That's why you're so good is it remains on plane the entire swing, even the exit. Look, okay. So let's just kind of break it down and see where your inconsistencies are coming from. Well, let's go through step by step. Really good here. I agree with you. It could be set a little more, but great width here, and your right hip is going back towards the back wall, which is great. So everything is on schedule here. This is really good. Slightly, old school was inside the, at this point, pointed the shaft is pointed inside the ball line. New school is outside the ball line. So we can change that a bit, and I don't think it's a big deal, and it's done with arm rotation. So at this point, just a little more arm rotation, a couple degrees, will put you on a line parallel to the blue line. So your arm rotation is good. We just pick it up a bit, and because it's steep, you end up in a really kind of a steepish thing here, and this hole there is different than most other golfers. See where Michelle Wees. Hers is a little back. The best, you know, it should that little hole should be just over your shoulder cap if we wanted to nitpick, but that's not holding you back. What's holding you back is that should be the top of your backswing, and you go. That's like the fifth, sixth, and seventh glass of wine. Nothing good can happen from that action because, yeah. So you come down, you're on plane all the way, and yada yada. Now here's the second thing. So the first thing is too long a backswing, kind of collapsing your left arm. Your hands get too close to your head, and your wrist kind of over cups. The second thing is coming down, your belt buckle goes towards the ball, and it should be in the same position it was at address. Another way of putting it is your left hip should be against the back wall. See how your left hip is actually here. So there's a gap. Can't see too well with the color, but your back hip is like here. And therefore you lose your spine angle. This is a spine angle. Oh, shoot. Here's your spine angle roughly at impact shortly after. Here it is at address or somewhere early in the swing. So that gap there is the loss of spine angle because your belt buckle is going towards the ball and your hip is going towards the ball, left hip, instead of back. It should be. So what you want to do is close that little gap there. And everything else is fine. Look at that, right on plane. So let's go to the other direction. Okay, this exposes most of the errors. It's pretty good in here. You know, see you got a pretty good tilt here, but then you lose it. Here's your and from here on, watch your elbow kind of collapse here. See that? This is all lift. Your shoulder really hasn't moved. Shoulder stops, and all this movement is just a lift and manipulating, independent movement of the hands or arms. Boom. That's all wasted. So we just shut it off here. See how your hands get really close to your head? you end up with good width. You get better width if you had better shoulder turn. And then this top position is what we don't want. And see, you got kind of over on the outside part of your right foot, so kind of a sway thing, and there's really not much lower body tilt. Whereas, see, she's got 13.5 degree lean. You've got 3. With the previous picture, it was a lot closer to 1, but figure 2 degree lean, almost straight up. And see how she's behind the ball? Your shoulder really isn't behind the ball. You're over the ball. So if you mix that with a world-class lower body turn, you're going to be by the ball, unable to hit it. So your body computer figures out, from this non-loaded position, I better not get that hip out of the way. So you've tricked your hip into staying there and kind of screwing up the whole swing. And this is leaning away. It actually looks to be a kind of a slide. See how she's got like 6 degree lean away? All the good guys have leans away now with a modern swing. And back here, just to show you, that's not the top of her swing. That's the top of her swing. You and I can't get there, but we can get here.
Right.
So it's as easy as that. So the drill that I think is best for you is go to the top, hold it, and then just think left hip over left heel. And the second best drill is Price's drill, 800 times a day. Set your wrists here without moving your arms hardly. Now from here on, it's all shoulder rotation. And when the shoulder stops, that's the end of the swing. And then swing, so it looks like this. Set it here, then rock with your shoulders to the top, and then hit. Any questions while we're filming this?
No, I guess
I've given you a snapshot, so
yeah, this is good.